Okay, hello and welcome friends to a very interesting topic today on Vedic astrology. Now today's topic is, can marriage of a native happen only by Jupiter's transit if Dasha doesn't promise the event of marriage? So that is the topic. So we know that Jupiter's favorable transit and Saturn's favorable transit can definitely trigger the event, a certain event in our life, whether marriage now or any other event it could be. Now Saturn and Jupiter, their favorable transit is important for that event to happen. Now today we are talking about marriage. But can transit alone enable the event to happen if the promise of the event is not there from the Dasha? And here I am talking about Vimshotri Dasha. So can the transit alone, Jupiter's transit or Saturn's transit is supporting the event of marriage, so can that alone enable that event of marriage to happen? So this is a very important and subtle question, because in Vedic astrology, both Dasha and Gochar, they work together. When I say Dasha, Dasha will definitely include Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, and Gochar refers to transit. Events in life manifest only when both Dasha and transit support them. Dasha is like the seed, transit is the rainfall. If the seed of the plant is not there in the karmic soil, rain alone cannot help the plant to grow. So if no marriage yoga is active in the Dasha, only Jupiter's transit or Saturn's favorable transit cannot manifest marriage. It does not promise marriage. Jupiter's favorable transit over 7th house, 7th lord or Venus can bring relationships, proposals or circumstances. But the event of marriage, which is referred to as Vivaha Sanskara, that won't crystallize unless and until both Dasha and transit promise that event. Now, sometimes what happens, the chart has strong inherent marriage promise or yoga, but the Dasha running is neutral. Neutral means Dasha is not negative. It does not strongly point to marriage. That's it. So the Dasha is almost like neutral and silent. It is not negating the event of marriage. Then Jupiter's transit over the 7th house, 7th lord or Venus, or if in transit Jupiter is aspecting the 7th house, 7th lord or Venus, or even Upapada Lagna, it can trigger the event of marriage. When Jupiter's transit can help marriage, when can such a transit trigger the event of marriage? So Jupiter, we know, is the Karaka for husband in a female chart as per Parashari Jyotish. Jupiter is the significator or Karaka of fortune in the chart of all natives. It is a Karaka of blessings, dharma and auspicious events in your life. When Jupiter transits or aspects the 7th house, 7th lord or Venus, Jupiter gives opportunity and a divine push for marriage. If the Dasha is not anti-marriage, Jupiter's blessings can manifest the union. But Dasha should not outrightly deny the event of marriage. It should not negate marriage. It may not support, it may be neutral. then Jupiter's favorable transit and Saturn's transit can bring about the event of marriage. If Dasha is neutral, only then. But generally, if Dasha supports and again the transit is also supporting, then the event generally manifests very easily. Now, if Dasha is strongly denying, transit only creates hope, meetings, relationships, but not marriage. Hence, if Dasha is neutral or slightly weak, Jupiter's favorable transit and even Saturn's favorable transit can manifest marriage. If Dasha is outrightly denying, then Jupiter's transit or Saturn's transit alone cannot override your fate. Now, special Jupiter remedies can be performed if there is a favorable transit of Jupiter and say your Dasha is neutral, or if Dasha is supporting, then it's anyway the event will happen. But remedies need to be performed, especially when the Dasha is a little weak or silent or neutral, but you have a transit of Jupiter coming up, or favorable transit of Saturn for that matter also. Then you can perform certain remedies which will boost that event, or which will enable that event of marriage to manifest. So if the Dasha is neutral and you have a favorable transit of Jupiter and Saturn, then with the help of remedies you may be able to even manifest the event to some extent, to a great extent also. It's possible. Now, what are those remedies? Let us mainly talk about Saturn's remedies. We know that Saturn, you need to be kind to the poor, be charitable to people in old age homes, okay, be hardworking, do your work with integrity and diligence. These are all remedies for Saturn. Be kind to the needy and poor, and if possible, be charitable towards them. These are all remedies for Saturn. Jupiter's remedies also include dan or seva. It also includes being kind, benevolent, charitable to people, giving donations, being charitable, helping students who are struggling to gain education, so helping them to receive education, because Jupiter rules knowledge. Helping people, going out of your way and helping people in whatever way you can, through your service, through your guidance, through your teachings, or by donating something valuable to them, donating vegetarian food to them, being kind to the needy, and also being respectful towards elders, teachers, gurus. You should always respect them. This is also a very powerful remedy of Jupiter. Worshipping Lord Vishnu, chanting Vishnu's Sahasranama on Thursdays. So this is also another powerful remedy for Jupiter. And chanting the Brihaspati Bij mantra daily. Om Gram Greem Grom Saha Guruve Namaha. You can chant it for 108 times with a string of yellow pearls or yellow beads. So that also is an effective remedy. This can align your karma with Guru's blessings. So all these remedies you can perform if your horoscope supports. If Jupiter is your first lord, fifth lord or ninth lord, if it is one of the lords, if it is a lord of one of the trinal houses and it's auspiciously placed, and it's also, say if it's a functional benefic in your chart, you can wear the remedy. You can wear the gemstone for Jupiter, which is yellow sapphire or pokraj. It should be worn in a gold, like it should be set in a gold ring worn on index finger on a Thursday after proper energization. So only if your horoscope supports, you can wear the Jupiter gemstone, which is yellow sapphire. So do all these remedies, doing prayers, meditation. Pranayam is a very important remedy, breathing exercise or pranayam, because Jupiter is pranavayu. So you should do breathing exercise. That also strengthens Jupiter. And be dutiful, because Jupiter is dharma, your duty. So be dutiful, be responsible. Shoulder all your duties and responsibilities with honesty, sincerity, ethicality. Then definitely Jupiter will become strong. So in essence, marriage is a sacred karmic event. Dasha opens the gate, transit sends the messenger, and remedies will enable you to receive divine blessings. As I said, Dasha is like the seed, transit is like the rainfall. And if you do remedies also, then with the help of divine grace, you will see that plant growing. That plant will be, definitely it will be able to grow, and that means your desire will be able to get manifested. So you will be able to manifest your desire and the desire to have union with your partner, with your life partner through marriage. So if Jupiter smiles upon your 7th house, that is, if Jupiter activates 7th house through transit, 7th house, 7th lord or Venus, alright, if Saturn's transit also supports the event of marriage. But if Dasha is silent or neutral, then definitely you should invoke Guru's blessings and grace. You should do Jupiter remedies. Then definitely during Jupiter's favorable transit, and if Saturn's transit also supports, you will be able to, the event of marriage may manifest. It may definitely, manifest in your life. So you can do all these remedies and you can let me know. At least it will enable you to meet a suitable person. At least, if you do the remedies and if Jupiter's transit is there, so you know that Jupiter will stay in one zodiac sign for entire year. So start doing the remedies. At least certain circumstances will be created which will enable you to meet a suitable partner, so that things can move ahead, so that you can move closer to union, to that sacred union which we call marriage. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And before I wind up, let us all be kind to all animals, birds and creatures. Let us try to be vegetarian. Let us donate vegetarian food to people in old age homes, orphanages, and to people who are physically, mentally challenged. So, may the divine protect you always. May you be guided by truth, surrounded by light, and may you be protected by the divine. Thank you so much.